Hi everyone, welcome back to the PHP 0 to 0 series. In this series, we'll be talking about setting up your local environment for PHP development. And the first thing which we need to understand is that because PHP works on the server, we're going to be installing our server on our machine. So we have a number of options. The first one is XAMPP, another one is WAMP, and another one is Laragon. But for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to be choosing the last option, which is Laragon. Apart from installing our our host server, we will also need an integrated development environment, which is also known as the IDE. So for the IDE, we also have a number of options like the Visual Studio Code. We have the PHP Storm and Sublime Text. We have Eclipse and a host of others. But for the purpose of this tutorial, we're going to be speaking with Sublime Text. So let's head over to our browser to download this option. So the first one is Laragon, and right here I'm on the official page of Laragon to download the software. I'm on a Windows machine, so I'm going to be downloading the full version, the full Laragon version, which is here. You can also use the portable one, but I'm going to be sticking to the full version, which is just 173 megabytes, as you can see on my screen. Click the link, and it should get started downloading. After the download, just run the installation package, and it should install successfully on the machine. For the integrated development environment, I'm going to be using Sublime Text. You can use any IDE which you're comfortable with, but for the purpose of the tutorial, I'm going to be sticking with Sublime Text. So I'm right now on the official page of Sublime Text, and I'm just going to click the download from Windows, and that should get it downloaded on my machine before installation. Now, after a successful information of the Laragon software, you should have these pop up on your screen. So let's quickly run through this setup so that we can have a thorough understanding of Laragon and how it works. So the first thing I would like you to do is over this menu, give it a click, and you will see these same options that are below here. You will see them on the Laragon app here. So you can actually access the web, you can access the databases, you can access the terminal, and you can go into your root folder. Now the www, the triple W is for all of your projects which you have inside of your Laragon software. The quick app helps you to start up apps very fast. Like you can start up a Laravel project, a Symfony project, or a WordPress project. I don't want you to focus on all of these at this time. Let's just get acquainted with the app itself. And then on the tools, you have Notepad++, because I have it installed on my PC also. Notepad++ is also classified as an IDE. Well, the reason why we're using Sublime Text is that it's beginner friendly and it has more options which Notepad would not offer us. So you can see here that we have a PHP version already installed with our Laragon application. And we have PHP INI file, which is also here. I don't want you to bug yourself about this. We'll be coming back to this later on. You have an Apache installed. Apache is a server, just like Engage. We will be sticking to Apache for the purpose of this tutorial. You have MySQL as a database. You have Node.js here. We aren't working with Node, but it comes pre-installed with the Laragon software. So let's just click on Preferences to see what we can actually come up with. On the Preferences, you can see here that we can run Laragon when the window starts. So it's already checked. You can uncheck it. If you don't want this to start when your window starts, you can start Laragon automatically. It's also checked here. And you can run Laragon while it's minimized. So these options are checked on mine. You can do whatever you want with yours. And then you have an option to select from a wide range of languages. I'm sticking to English. And then this is the document root, which is the www, and your data directory, which is the data folder inside of your Laragon application. And this also automatically helps me to create virtual hosts for any project which I start up in my Laragon software. Now the services and the port. Here I have Apache starting on port 80, and I've disabled my SSL. I have my SQL running on port 3306. And you can also use English, like I said earlier, but we are going to stick to Apache. You can actually activate any of this, but I'm sticking with Apache and my SQL. Here I have a mail catcher which is enabled, and the timer is set to 5 seconds for the display. You can make it 10 or 60, whichever one you prefer, but I'm sticking to 5 seconds, as that is enough for me. Now you can use an external email account for sending emails on this software. So you can actually add your Gmail account name and your Gmail account number to test your emails on this software. So that's going to be all for the menu. And for this is only your host configuration file. When you create a new project inside of your www folder, it also gives you an opportunity to configure it here. But Laragon does that automatically for you if you've checked these options here, auto create virtual host. Check here, so it automatically configures the host for me. On this preference, for this icon, it takes you back to the preference, so you have the same options. Now here, if you want to start all of the options, all of the application options, you can click on Start All. You want to visit the web, you can click on Web. You want to visit the database management system, you can click on Database. You want to use the terminal, you can use the terminal, the command prompt. And if you want to go to the www root folder, you can click on root. So here, I'll click on Start All. And if I click on Web, then we're going to get these options here, this screen. This shows you that your Laragon is working perfectly well. So if you've gotten to this stage with me, congratulations, as we move now to our integrated development environment, which is our IDE. So for the IDE you must have installed, you should get this screen when you click on your IDE shortcut. So if you've gotten to this stage, congratulations. That means you have successfully installed Laragon, that is the server, and the IDE, that is the integrated development environment. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next one when we start writing PHP code.